Hello, everybody. This is Faheem Jackson, and this is episode 49 of In the Know, my daily short form podcast show, which is aimed at putting people in the know. A show where I cover a variety of topics, use my experiences and viewpoints in life to put people in the know. What is that know? It's the understanding that seems to be hard for people to grasp, which will make their lives a lot simpler. The following is an intro speech into the topic of today. And that introduction speech is regarding why you should graduate from college already. Have you ever thought that young or seen that young student in college that has been lingering around campus for far too long? They just go to classes, don't have a real projected path, and they're having too much fun. But there has to be a real reason why that student has not left, because colleges are not receptive to the student who just sticks around. They see you as problematic the longer you have been there. There's also this failure to launch for the person as well. So, if you're this person or know someone who is this, then you're going to connect to this all too well today. Why lingering around the college campus is problematic. Never should have went. After high school, we always encourage young people to head off to college. And the problem with this thought is that a lot of them should not be in school. And the reason being is they have not been even begun to make themselves prepare for the next level, a level where they have to be held accountable for their own lives. So for them, the ones that have a hard time picking a direction to follow, they stick around and go nowhere. No real major. In school, the ones that tend to just stick around and not graduate on time don't have a real major in mind. They just take classes and there's no direction for them. There must be a thought within the first 2 years as to what major you will pursue. And when you're just taking classes, what happens is the debt will rack up even further. And now when you graduate, you'll be graduating with multiple degrees. That actually looks bad when you have it on your resume that you went to college from 2020 to 2026. That should only exist going for your PhD, not your undergraduate degree. You need to get in and get out as quick as possible. Credits galore. Taking a bunch of credits doesn't make you a great student unless you're someone trying to graduate early. When you get 120 credits for yourself to graduate, getting 200 to 250 credits is beyond excessive. You have to be able to have more structure with how you operate. So when you look at your transcripts at how many credits you have taken, then you're going to feel awful about it. And it just goes to show you have no direction. You should be checking with your counselor, but since you're content with just existing, then you're going to have more problems. Some people are addicted to school because there's this comfort environment where you really don't have to grow up. You're allowed to just be a big adult kid. But eventually, you're going to have to leave campus and step into the real world. You're going to be held, and you're going to be behind all your peers you started with since beginning college. Too much partying. That kid that starts at school and just lingers around, they have been known to also have way too much fun on campus. You should want to go off to college and take part in things that you enjoy. But the problem with a student who lingers realizes that school is coming to an end and can't step into life. That realization makes you fear going into the real world, so you have fun, but adulthood will eventually have to happen. Now, you know that once you step into society, you can always have fun, but then you have to quickly grow up. See, the party is over. Now what? This strikes fear into the mind of a person like this. Fear of the unknown. When you're leaving college, that feeling that settles in, knowing you have to go into the world and conquer, is difficult to deal with. So you just take classes after classes to try to prolong the adult process. But eventually, you have to go off into the world and face the adult process that is life. This is why I started earlier about the failure to launch. No parental oversight. Who is paying for your college education? Because if your parents are going to be paying, there's no way that something like this is going to fly. You're going to have to truly get your life together and fast. The most time you're going to have is 5 years, which is normal today. But after that, parents feel you're lingering and are going to want to stop helping you. Now you have to figure something out. So, with the end statement, while we all have to realize how sticking around college is problematic, when all you're doing is sticking around college just because you're afraid of the real world, just taking as many opportunities as possible, you're racking up debt. Plus, you're also too versatile to really pursue a career working for anyone. The moment they see your resume and they read, Class of 2027, and you went to college in 2020, this looks bad unless it was undergrad and grad school together. Or you better have a really good reason why you had to take so much time. You have to have a purpose for being in school and prevail with that purpose. Otherwise, you're wasting time. So, thank you for listening to In the Know. I can't wait to bring the next episode where we talk about why people have so much fear after leaving college and stepping into the real world.